Is it okay for couples to sleep in separate beds or in separate rooms? And I think is such a big question actually, especially in today's world. You know, uh, maybe grandparents and even parents, maybe they might have done it and maybe it worked out for them perfectly. But again, in this current world, in this digital age or jet age, it can be quite difficult for couples to kind of sleep separately or to have separate beds. And obviously, there will be a loss in connection, intimacy. Just think about it, meant in everything. It is not just going to work out. So it's going to create a bit of a strain and gap in that relationship or marriage. Now, I think, individual have their own, ways, what works for them. Some people normally say they'll prefer to have a bed separately just in case if anything happens. Maybe they just need their own time, or maybe they prefer to have a separate room so that just in case if they need their own time, they can actually go ahead and have their own personal moment. There is nothing wrong with that, but I think where the issue is when it becomes an habit of couples to actually have a separate room or start sleeping in a separate room, or maybe having a separate bed, and then they're not sleeping together, you know, on the same bed. So this can actually create a huge vacuum in your marriage. And obviously, some people feels that it's the best thing for them, and some people feels that, well, when we have issues, I always like to have my own separate time to myself so that I can meditate and think and reflect about what happened or what has happened and so on. So please, in your own, in your own way, do you think it is best for couples to have a separate room? Do you think it is the best solution for couples to have, to sleep separately? It's just a huge, huge question. And I know that a lot of people, definitely might not agree with couples actually sleeping separately. Is not just the best idea. And obviously, like I said before, like it can actually, destroy your marriage in every single way. So just let me know, what do you think? Do you think it's best for couples to sleep, to sleep separately? Do you think it's best for couples to have separate beds, bedrooms, and so on? What do you think? And obviously, if this is going on in your marriage, how are you managing it? How are you coping with this kind of situation or with this thing? Is it an habit, or is it something that you feel maybe it's just temporary, or if it's permanent, how are you coping with it? Like I said, I know our grandparents or even parents, I know that, some of them have slept in separate rooms and all that. They have their separate beds and all those things like that. But, in this jet age where things, happens very, very quickly like that, I don't think it's the best idea. Let me know your thought. Let me know what you think. God bless you. Bye.